Ladies and gentlemen, back in the fall of 1972, I was very fortunate. Our local grade school had an in house kind of convenience store canteen where you could buy baseball cards. That year, I bought with my own money my first pack of 72 OPG, and one of the original cards I got was a player called Jerry Johnson that at the time was playing with the San Francisco Giants. Little did I know, 5 years later, he would be the opening day winner for the Toronto Blue Jays at an infamous, what they call, start of franchise game in the snow in Toronto. Now, Jerry Johnson, born Miami, was an American pro baseball player. He took the field with the Phillies, Cardinals, Giants, Indians, Astros, Padres, and of course, at the end of his career with the Blue Jays. Now, he was signed by the New York Mets as an amateur free agent third baseman in '62. He batted .248 for the Western Carolina League affiliate, the Salisbury Braves. In '62, he committed 7 errors in only 29 games for an .868 fielding percentage. He batted .238 with an .872 fielding percentage in '63, and the Mets began experimenting with him on the mound. He made 11 pitching appearances in the California League's Cialinas Mets that season and had a 6.75 earned run average without a decision. With an .870 fielding percentage in '64, the notion of Johnson as a third baseman was abandoned, and he was converted to a pitcher by the New York Penn League's Auburn Mets. Now, he pitched in the Mets minor league system through '67. Following the campaign, he was obtained by the Phillies from the Mets in the '67 minor league draft. Now, he eventually made his major league debut on July 17, '68, in the first game of doubleheader against the Cubs at Shibe Park. He gave up 2 earned runs in 1 inning of the Phillies' 8-4 loss. Now, he eventually spent 2 years with Philadelphia before moving to the St. Louis Cardinals in a controversial transaction. On October 7, '69, he was sent by the Phillies along with Dick Allen and Cookie Rojas to the Cardinals in a trade that brought Tim McArthur, Byron Brown, Joe Horner, and Kurt Flood to the Phillies. After Flood refused to report to his new squad, St. Louis sent Willie Montañez and a minor leaguer to Philadelphia to complete the trade. Flood believed Major League Baseball's reserve clause was unfair and appealed the case to the U.S. Supreme Court. Although his legal challenge was unsuccessful, it brought solidarity among ballplayers as he fought against the reserve clause and sought free agency. Now, he's 2-0 with a 3.1 ERA for the Cards when he dealt in midseason to the Giants for Frank Lindsay. With the Giants, Johnson emerged as one of the top relievers in the NL, finishing 6th in the Cy Young balloting during an era when such an honor was rare for relief pitchers. In '71, he went 12-9 with a 2.97 ERA and 18 saves for the division-winning Giants. In his only postseason, he pitched 1 1/3 innings. He gave up 2 runs to the Pirates in Game 4 of the '71 NLCS. Now, during spring training '73, Johnson was selected off waivers by the Cleveland Indians. He was then traded by the Indians to the Astros for Cecil Upshaw at the winter meetings in December 3rd, '73. He was released by the Astros at the end of the '74 season and signed with the Padres in '75. After 2 seasons in San Diego, he was traded to the newly created Toronto Blue Jays for infielder Dave Roberts, who had just been purchased by Toronto from the Padres. Johnson was a winning pitcher as a reliever again in the first ever Blue Jay game, April 7, '77. That campaign, he went 2-4 with a 4.60 ERA in the Blue Jays' inaugural season, at the end of which he retired, a very young 34. Now, following his major league career, he played with the St. Lucie Legends of the Senior Professional Baseball Association in 1989. Now, Johnson, who suffered late life complications from Lewy body dementia and COPD in 2021, passed away that year at the age of 77, but well remembered by all the team's fans he played for, especially the Giants and Blue Jays, because with that opening game, Johnson was a name that the Toronto fans knew because of his time with the Giants and his good campaign there, and he was a good what they call motivator for the young players on the team that were trying to find their way in Major League Baseball. Like I said, a one-year wonder in Toronto, but again, a very, very good series of campaigns with the Giants, and you will be remembered for being linked to the Flood trade and the Blue Jays. And Johnson, like a very capable pitcher, and in today's Major League Baseball, he'd be comparable to a Tim Mazer or a Genesis Cabrera, like like I said, kind of a short reliever. But the problem with Johnson, he didn't play with the most successful teams out there. Like I said, other than the Giants, there wasn't really much of a World Series contender. Indians, Astros, and Padres, pretty hard go of it in the mid 1970s. And I really remember him as a very soft spoken person that very, very talented and very, very well liked by the Toronto faithful. It's kind of weird because there were so many veteran first year players. He was kind of not back. Like, I don't know why he retired, but I think he wanted to end his career being appreciated by the good Major League Baseball fans. And I think he was better. He would be better suited for the American League team, in my opinion. But like I said, in the modern era, he would have been a good short reliever. Big guy too. He would be overpowering with some of his pitches. That's what you need. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you're doing here, we're a Major League Baseball vintage podcast, especially in the Blue Jays. Let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share. Bye.